Julianne? Are you? Very well. Come inside. That old lady seemed like she knew what she was talking about. Maybe we should trust her. Yeah, I mean, I agreed with you. Okay, Julianne left the party, but that's alright. Lay her down there. You there. Take that off your head and give it to me for a moment. This? This magic. This is... Where am I? You suddenly collapsed and lost consciousness. This lady healed you. Is that so? Then I am in your debt, good woman. If I may impose, would you kindly tell me your name? I am Sayagi, the Hiri. By the way, we found this suspicious-looking entrance inside the caves. You don't think it could be the path through Frigid Heights, do you? What? This cannot be. You found the entrance? Huh? Yeah, we did. Weren't we meant to? So you do know something after all. Sayagi, who on earth are you? Huh? Yeah, I guess I didn't notice this either the first time I was in here. Is this yours, Sayagi? Please do not touch it. It's the same as mine. This is a chakram that may only be carried by those chosen as sacrifices. Were you a sacrifice too? I was, but then again I wasn't. What do you mean? The pilgrimage, it was all so very long ago now. Did you reach the last lands, Sayagi? This is not somewhere that the sacrifice was supposed to pass through. We were to travel by various ships and arrive close to the last lands. However, shortly after leaving Nive, our ship met with bad weather. We became shipwrecked here. We intended to reach the last lands by crossing the mountain on foot. So why did you end up staying here? And where did you mess up? In the Frigid Caves. No matter how much I wish to forget, it remains seared into these old eyes of mine. The tragedy in the Frigid Caves. The monster that makes the Frigid Caves its home is of fearsome size and strength. Even my mighty guard did not stand a chance against it. I too received a grave injury and was on the verge of death. So if you're here, does that mean the pilgrimage didn't succeed? No. Another became sacrifice in my place, my twin sister. My sister, the younger twin, had accompanied me out as part of my guard. However, after I was gravely wounded by the monster, she ended up taking my place as sacrifice. And so, in order to lure the monster away from her, I acted as bait, together with the last surviving members of my guard. It worked, and my sister reached the last lands. From that year on, the number of monsters declined, showing that she had indeed succeeded. And I was left here, alone. What about the member of your guard? Aren't they here in this town too? No, he is no longer in this world. In order to prevent the monster inside the mountain from causing any more harm, He sacrificed his own life in order to seal off the entrance to the cave leading through the mountain. As a result of the spell, the cave was hidden from view, and the townspeople had its location stricken from their memories. So how come we could see it? Maybe it's because we possess greater power than the one who cast the spell. How ironic it is indeed. My twin sister and my companions gave their lives to protect everyone. I, who was originally supposed to give my life as sacrifice, lived on. And here I am now, an old woman ravaged by time. What an utter waste of life. Do you not think? All life has meaning. Yeah, I think so too. As long as you stay alive, you might live to see someone carry on your will. I mean, you're helping us right now. You should be proud of yourself, old lady. Please, Sayagi, I want you to place your faith in us, your hope. We will carry it with us to the last lands. If I unlock the seal for you, you will have no choice but to defeat the monsters that lie within. Do you have the determination and the strength that we'll require? Then I shall say no more. We received the memory pendant. What's this? This shall remove the seal. Thank you, Sayagi. After sealing off the cave, just before he breathed his last breath, my guard gave me this. As he handed it to me, he turned to me with a gentle smile on his face. Sometime even to this day, I wonder what that smile was, what it meant. Perhaps people smile when they pass on something that's very precious to them. Yes, perhaps. I cannot remain here alone. She joined our party. All right. Back through these caves again. We're just gonna skip most of the fights because it's just strange. Not this guy again. No. It looks like this time even he hasn't managed to recover yet. You mean, can't he move? If we want this journey to succeed, we need to finish him off here and now, even if it might seem spineless. But no, there ain't a single reason why we should sympathize with this guy. Wait. Damn it. What are you doing? Get out of the way. No, I won't get out of the way. I do not understand you. Me neither, Setsuna. Why are you protecting him? You do know he's tried to kill us several times now. Yes, I haven't forgotten. But even then, I couldn't sense any aggression from him. What do you mean? You couldn't sense any aggression? He keeps trying to kill you. Yes, I know. I don't understand it myself either. But I couldn't sense any animosity. Tell me, what is it you're fighting for? What is it you're trying to find out? What's gotten into you, Setsuna? Let her do what she wants. Really? You sure? What about the rest of you? You sure you won't regret it? One thing I do know is that if we don't kill him now, He sure as hell ain't gonna thank us for it later. He ain't the sort of being who has emotions like that. Any mercy you show him is gonna come back to bite you in the face. I don't mind. I refuse to believe that ending someone's future is the best choice. If he doesn't die here, he may choose a different future. Death closes all those possibilities shut. If we're able to communicate, then whether it's a monster or whoever it is, I want to place my hope in them, in their future. I will kill you, last of all, after you have witnessed the deaths of your comrades, including that masked man. I'll be looking forward to it. Listen to you. I hope you don't live to regret those words. You know, I thought I'd get the... You know, though, I get the feeling Endir genuinely is looking forward to it. You vile creature. You sure you're on the right side? Leave him. Let's go. I mean, obviously, I still don't trust him. I don't think you're meant to. I think it's... I don't know. I could see him becoming our, like, last party member. But even then, I don't know. It still feels kind of weird that if he does join our party. Now it should. Open. It's freezing in here. Once we get through here, the last lands will be right before our eyes. The last lands. Then it seems we only have one option. That's just to keep moving forward. We got more squirrels. Got more squirrels. With giant snowballs. Yeah, I'm just gonna blow beat. Boly poly. Jeez. It seems like he's got pretty high evasion though. So I'm curious. If paralysis like completely stuns enemies because their attacks are considered skills. If that's the case, that feels like a weird oversight or maybe an intentional balancing for the player. I don't know. I mean, it makes sense that it's like a silence mechanic. But if that's the case, it just kind of trivializes enemies. You can kind of just stun lock them. And I mean, that's always been the case in these RPGs. If a stun mechanic exists, you can just do that. I mean, if you look at Paper Mario, it's a very prominent... It's a very prominent like tactic is just to stun lock and take advantage in that form, but... In something like this, I don't know. Yeah, that combo just feels really, really strong. This is a save point. Let's keep moving. Oh, what is this? This is a big thing. Yeah, I think this is probably your most consistent lineup, unless this thing has like serious physical defense and magic is intended to be the route you take. And here we go. Hey, look at that coming out of its body. Isn't that... Yeah, it looks like a spatial distortion. I see. So those distortions in space we've been seeing all around the mainland, you think this thing is what's causing them? Yikes. If it is, that means this guy definitely isn't some small fry, doesn't it? This thing's kind of big, isn't it? I don't think kinda is the word. But why though? It's changed. It definitely has. Changed? You've seen it before? Well, yeah, a long time ago. Come on, that's enough chatter. We need to finish this thing off before it finishes us off. Be careful, everyone. Wait, when did we get lightning rod? Light to all enemies near the target also reduces resistance against all. Oh, pinpointed it. Okay. Just potions if he's low on health. It's gonna be a minute till Setsuna's next turn. Scorching Rush. Glacial Rush. So he's just like an elemental dude. Below beat. Probably could have healed instead of a potion, but it's fine. That sounds about right. He immediately goes back to hit her on wake up. That's kind of rough. He does a ton of damage. And he's just going for her again. Wow. Am I supposed to provoke? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Because he's just going to roll me. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about this. There's actually nothing I can do about this because he's just hitting me like way, way, way more than I have any like capability to. Hey, how's it going? So I realized when I was editing this that I had absolutely no insightful commentary for successfully defeating this boss. This one really required like a change up to your strategies. Most of the other bosses were just kind of beat sticks. You could defeat them with whatever team combo you had. But this one, you actually have to think about it and realize like what you have to do, because Setsuna is just not capable of living through many of his attacks. She just dies to, I think, the Gale Rush. The fire one does like a decent chunk of damage and puts her just in heal mode. It's pretty unfortunate. Aura, though, ended up doing a lot of heavy lifting just to make sure that my team is still healed. It works as a group heal as long as Endir is in the center. I'm also using Desperation, a tactic between Nadir and Aeterno. It does leave those two with haste, making it a little bit easier to get some shots in while he is just much faster than us. I really should have gotten a provoke on Nadir, because I do get a protect, but I believe I switched out provoke. No, I think Blowbeat is still on there, so provoke should be there. I really should have gotten that just so that I had some consistent like tanking. I set up the protect, but I don't get a provoke, and it's unfortunate. It would have just made it a little bit easier so that I don't have to constantly keep rezzing Endir, which I do end up doing. Yep, there's the first revive. So if I would have provoked, Nadir would have taken most of that damage and he would be fine. Like, he's going to take a glacial rush here. Yep, and it really wasn't that bad. He could have taken the previous attack that killed Endir and then still taken that glacial rush and been fine. And I pay for it because I'm a little slow on the menuing. I could have probably aura'd. Again, it is what it is. I'm going to end up using Momentum Blunt Blow to help alleviate some of that healing pressure and make sure that like Endir can have an action. Yep, so we aura to make sure everyone is good, and then we're gonna, I believe here we're gonna Desperation. I don't know why Nadir ended up back there. I don't understand how he moved there on that one, but did not move on the first Desperation at the start of the fight. I don't think it has that big of an impact on the fight. It just makes Aura not a full group heal. But we're going to use Blunt Blow because it is a guaranteed group heal. It does have the Paralysis proc, which is pretty helpful. I believe that just fully locks him out of movement. But it's only for 2 of his turns, so you can see how quick that lasts. Yep, he's just going back to Glacial Rush. Yeah, so we Flawless Blow here just to get some extra damage. I believe that healed her? I forgot that healed her, but it did prep her so that I can combo. Oh no, I just attacked. Man. Kind of a missed opportunity. This is when I realized that Aura is no longer a group heal because he is back there. I don't... It's unfortunate, but with Nadir not taking that much damage while he's back there, it's not that detrimental. We're gonna Aura, and then we'll end up attacking with Eterno. And so we get a singularity here that's going to prevent us from dying, and you will see that I do take advantage of that. The positioning ends up... Yeah, it's just unfortunate that he's back there, but with that singularity in place, I'm just kind of rushing to try to get this last 400 damage out. Definitely important that we had the singularity though, because this would have been a second revive on Nadir. And with that, we do take him out. This one does just require adjusting your team comp and being aware that he is a rush down monster. Outside of that, I mean, you could be a bit stronger. I think I have some available weapon upgrades at this point, but I just choose not to. It is what it is. You just kind of got to think a little bit more than just mash the attack buttons. That was my problem. Legendary monster? Ha! It was no match for us. Yeah, cut to the 4 or 5 wipes that I had on this fight. Be careful, it's not over yet. Ah! Oh, what's wrong, Julianne? Julianne, don't tell me you're still the last lance, the power that dwells there. I must see it with my own eyes. I must continue on. Look, the distortion in space has disappeared. So that huge monster was what was causing them after all. Let's hurry on. Are you sure you're alright, Julia? Yes, I'm fine. Why do you ask? Never mind. As long as you're alright. Like, I appreciate the fact that I do have to, like, party build around the fight. That does make this more than just a mindless JRPG grindfest, but every other aspect of the game makes it feel like a mindless JRPG grindfest.